Hello to my Libras. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. This card wants to come out. All right, this is the Nine of Swords that wanted to pop out of the deck. Hello to my Libras. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Libras. Let's get right into it, Libras. Hopefully you all are having a relatively stress-free weekend. This reading, you'll see the reading on the 29th. This reading is for the 30th of, well, you'll see it on the 29th. It's for the 30th of June through the 6th of July. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. The moon, when you watch the video, will probably be in Aries. And so we're coming up on closing out a cycle. We're closing out a cycle, so you want to make sure you are finishing out this cycle strong. We had a full strawberry moon in Capricorn on the 21st. We started out this cycle in a new moon in Gemini. Gemini's card is the Lover's card. And a Lover's card is about partnerships, romantic partnerships or business partnerships, but it's also about decisions. So somebody has made a decision to detach from dysfunctional partnerships and indecisiveness. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Whoa, these cards really trying to jump out the deck. What card is this? All right, the Hangman. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna give you the questions for the moon in Aries, Libra. All right. Let's do it. I've already prayed over your cards. Already asked for clarity. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. That's right. Hopefully you all have been journaling your journey. We do have digital journals in the description below. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is below in the description. Let's get it. So we have two cards already out. Here we have the Nine of Swords. Here we have the Hangman. Here we also have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and also the Eight of Pentacles. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Wheel of Fortune, right? We also have the Knight of Pentacles. We also have the Five of Pentacles. So it's just saying somebody's been working real hard to keep people out of their business and keep on working hard to keep people out of your business. Here we also have the Eight of Pentacles, right? And so especially since somebody has been trying to process some nightmares, some things that you are now waking up to, just from kind of sort of past pains, past hurts. And so while you are processing nightmares and journaling and those kind of things, that's why journaling is so important. And so whether you have the digital journals that we created that you all have asked for, or you creating your own, whatever it is, don't forget to journal. You all are incredibly smart sign. And so hang in there with yourselves. And remember, Wheel of Fortune, being the 10th card in tarot, your words are creating your reality. So as you all are releasing things and you are saying, okay, as far as your emotions are concerned, see how this person is like, possibly crying out or showing some kind of an emotion, right? 9 is the death rebirth number. So there was some kind of emotion as you are pouring out when you're talking about death, grieving something, waking up from nightmares. And this right here calls emotional wounding, right? And so people may have been grieving and like telling people where you worked or what you've been working on or where you lived, or giving people access to how much money you made or who you're working with, or something having to do with your physical existence of things, or like who your family is and who this is and who that is. Somebody, because we're talking about physical existence of things, even just from the very beginning. So it's just giving somebody some time, saying, hang in there with yourself, because people will judge you. And I feel like Pluto retrograde, meaning the Judgment card, and the fact that now Saturn is also now retrograde. Somebody is learning how to create very firm boundaries and enforce those boundaries. So in other words, if people feel like, okay, even if they feel like they're close to you, see how this person is very close to, they have the key to a vault door. If people feel like they're close to you, that doesn't give them access to you. So your next door neighbor or somebody that's sitting in the next cubicle to you feels like, okay, they want to know certain things about you. They haven't earned the right to gain access to whatever, right? There's people having cameras. I saw under my Capricorn video, somebody had put a comment under my Capricorn video that their neighbors literally had their camera pointing right at their front door, like literally looking right in their front house. And a lot of that happens in people's neighborhoods. Like people have their house cameras like over their garage pointing at other people's houses and stuff like that. So source is saying, you know, protect your energy. Protect your energy. Sometimes people feel like they have access to, they're entitled to access to your life. That's why, you know, people joke about it, like you go to nail salons and stuff like that, and people just come out, blurt, ask questions. You have a boyfriend, you have a husband, you have a wife, you know, people just meet you, they asking all kinds of questions and stuff. And so source is saying certain things you don't care that people know, because you're delivered from people's opinions or whatever. But certain things would be a distraction for you if people did know those things, and you could end up causing yourself a nightmare without even knowing it. And so a lot of times parents don't teach their kids that, because they're thinking, okay, they so busy working, they forget to tell their kids, you know, everything you don't have to answer every single question coming across your path. And so anyway, so source is saying sometimes people are working so much that they forget to just like basic, you know, those kind of things. You just kind of slip people's minds. So source is saying you have at least 8 streams of income trying to come in. Everybody don't need to know what streams of income you got coming your way. You know, everything don't need to be on the tip of your tongue. You know, remember you all are ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics. It's also associated with the color green. It's also associated with peacemaker planet, right? So you all would rather get along with people. You know, the element of air connects us with the heart chakra. So you're looking for commonalities. You're looking for connections with people, equanimity. You're looking for forgiveness and love and all of this other stuff. But everybody's not looking for that. Some people are just looking for the physical. What can I physically get from Libra? Like some people are looking at, can I get Libra's house? Can I get in Libra's house? Can I get with Libra? Like your physical body is your most valued possession. Can I sleep with Libra? Can I get Libra's car? Can I get Libra's money? Can I get Libra's, you know, stocks and bonds? Can I just get so source is trying to teach somebody, before you procreate with someone, before you spend all of this time is money with somebody, and then find out, you know, that it's creating some kind of a nightmare. Source is saying, find out early on what their love language. Well, first of all, find out what your love language is, and so that you can because this right here, root chakra, is developed between the ages of 0 and 7. Some people are groomed from the very beginning to be gold diggers. Some people are, and that's not gender specific. Some people are taught, if it's all about the money. It's all about the material possessions. They don't care about it. They literally are like, what's love got to do with it? Like what's the emotion got to do with it? So source is saying source is saying hang in there with yourself. And, you know, and you're going to feel very fortunate to just be patient with yourself and learn how to dream bigger and not just have that weighing heavy on you, because those types of energies, you know, when they don't get what they physically want, they become vain and vengeful and almost obsessed with getting inside your vault door. This right here is sword energy right here. So the number 9, the dark side of the number 9. Well, let's deal with the light side. The light side of the number 9 is when something ends, since 9 is a death rebirth number, because now that something has ended, and Pluto is retrograde, Pluto being the planet of metamorphosis, and you're going through a very powerful transformation, and you're going through a rebirth and a metamorphosis. If I didn't say metamorphosis, is showing you that some people on the dark side of the number 9, they are literally obsessed with stopping your growth. They're tyrannical. They're just stomping around. They mad. They trying to find any kind of way to get money or material possessions from you. They want to know how you're making your money. They want to know how you spending 8 hours a day. How do you spend 8 hours a day? How are you spending your 8 hours a day? What's going on behind your front door? What's going on behind your vault? What's going on? How are you working? What you working on behind those? What you working on behind that door? What you doing behind that door? what's that funny song? It's a rap song. Is that song? I can see the artist. Oh my God. He, what are you saying this song? What in the world? I want to say, is he a Libra? Is it? Oh my God! I don't know if the rapper is a Libra, but the song is a funny song. He's like this really animated rapper, but he's pretty popular. I don't want to mention people's name, but the song is pretty funny. But he's saying in the song, "What in the world is going on?" and stuff like that. He's saying in the song. But somebody wants to know what you're doing 8 hours a day. Like somebody is like really like, what are they doing? And so Source is saying to you, you know, you got to learn how to protect your energy. Like, so Source to say, hang in there, you know, with yourself. You're just now waking up from some kind of a nightmare because people, you know, want to know. And it's two of them, two energies that want to know on. So you're going to feel very fortunate. You know, you're going to feel very fortunate if you hang in there, you know, with yourselves. Because things can seem like it's suspended in time right now. But Source is saying you're going to feel very fortunate. One, you have guardian angels that's watching over you, that's protecting you, right? Here we have the Queen of Swords, yeah. So carefully vet your thoughts, you know, carefully vet your thoughts. Here we have the Six of Pentacles here. So you're not looking for their acceptance and you're not looking for their approval, but you definitely have guardian angels that's watching over you. And that's what it is that you're not looking for people's acceptance and their approval. It's not like people can say, okay, but what, you know, because you're not looking for their acceptance and their approval, you're not all up in people's faces and trying to figure out, and it's because you're leaving, it's two energies. People know that you're a hardworking person, but they can't figure out, it's two of them, they can't figure out for the life of you, what is exactly do they do? We know that they hardworking, but we don't know what they do for 8 hours. Like, what do they do for 8 hours? And it's two of them, right? We have no idea what they do. Who are they talking to? Who are they connected with? Those kind of things. It's a man and a woman. But here's the thing about you. Now that you've awakened from some kind of nightmares, and see, they're having a tower moment, right? So, but you, Source is saying, stay in your light. Stay in your light. Somebody got some kind of rumor started. Is an Aries. There's an Aries that got some kind of rumor started about you, Libra. Somebody who is disorganized, stern, and inflexible. Basically, is their way or the highway. They rule with some kind of iron fist. They want to know what's going on in your life. They're, you know, they ran somewhere and tell everybody that you created some kind of nightmare for their life in some way, shape, or form. They ran around spreading lies and rumors about you, Libra. And Source is saying, and now people want to know, and these are people who, they could be living somewhere close to you. Like I said in that Capricorn reading, somebody put a comment. Y'all can go watch I think it's the last Capricorn video and somebody put a comment. I don't know who. Somebody put a comment on this saying somebody said their neighbors got cameras pointing right at their door, their front door, their house. And so Source is like, that's kind of what this is right here, right? But this is not going to cause you any emotional wounding because you're watching this video, right? But it's two energies in particular. You're not looking for their acceptance and their approval. You're a hardworking person. Actually, you're operating in your purpose. You got to remember we're in a digital age, so it's a lot of people that telework, you know, for companies. People don't even know. You don't even get any energy. You know, people don't even know what kind of company you work for. None of those things. So you don't even need to give it any energy whatsoever. So here we have the Justice card. Yeah. What you're dealing with are energies, like I said, this is your card right here, that are green with envy. They're vain and vengeful. There's a fire sign that's vain and vengeful. They're green with envy. It's like, okay, if I don't have, they have a scarcity mindset, crab in a barrel mentality. If I can't have a piece of whatever Libra is doing, it could be, like I said, fire sign. It can even be Sagittarius could be involved because this planet rules Sagittarius. Could be a Sagittarius involved. What else? Yeah, it could be Aries or Sagittarius could be involved. Could be a Taurus could be involved too because Taurus is also ruled by that. Scorpio could be involved because Scorpio is also ruled by Mars as well. Pisces, some kind of way. Somehow somebody, but you got to know people's full birth chart, but some kind of way somebody could, it's a lot, it can be any zodiac sign. It doesn't even really matter what the zodiac sign is. Bottom line is, these are types of spirits that you're dealing with. Energy, somebody is telling everybody that you created some kind of nightmare for them in their lives, but the bottom line is that you may have allowed, just in your fairness, because you all are a very fair-minded sign, I feel like because somebody did not know, either you did not know your love language at the time, Libra, and did not notice, you may not have noticed that some people was really just all about the material wealth. The really, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like somebody just didn't notice that people were just all about the material. But now things are starting to come back to you. Just conversations are starting to come back to you about how people have acquired their material wealth, and you weren't even paying attention at the time. You really probably genuinely love somebody. Like that's what I feel like. And people are probably looking at you as like, oh, they just wanted me for this. They wanted me for that. You know what I'm looking at, because the energy of money is attracted to you all. That's why you feel very fortunate. You know what I'm looking at here? When I look at your cards, it feels like when I look at your cards here, Libra, and I don't know who I'm talking to when I say this, because you made it to your throne. It looks like now that you've awakened from some nightmares, it looks like somebody is the type that would have walked away from everything. Like you would have been the type of person. You know how you hear stories, Libra, about people who said, listen, you would walk away from the house, the car, all the material possessions, and start from scratch. You don't want anything attached to somebody. That's what this looks like. It's like you said you don't want anything attached to somebody. And at first, whoever who is obsessed with you may have laughed and thought it was funny. Oh, they ain't getting nothing from me, such and such. But now that you are in your vault door and you got multiple streams of income and you're not looking for other people's acceptance and approval, and you are able to, now you're feeling fortunate both in your personal and your professional life, and people don't have access to what you're doing behind your vault door, that's when it's like it just completely flipped and the tower is falling on them. Now all of a sudden people are like, wait a minute. That's what I'm getting in your reading, Libra. Because God said, I'm gonna let you walk away from something. Like at first everybody was like, oh yeah, they left out, they didn't get nothing. Like when you hear stories about people who, like, it's something to be said about people who would say, you know what, I don't want anything from you. I genuinely did love you. I don't want anything from you. I don't want your material possessions. I ain't trying to fight you in court. I don't want nothing material from you. I don't want your house. I don't want your cars. I don't want your money. I don't want anything from you. I genuinely did love you, but you couldn't see it. Some people can't see it because they've been taken advantage of so many times. They couldn't see that you genuinely did love them, Libra. You all are a very romantic sign. I'm talking to you wherever Libra is in your birth chart. Somebody could not see you genuinely love them, but it didn't hit them until later. Because the energy of money is attracted to you all. See, you are a divine masculine sign, but you're ruled by a feminine planet. Money is very attracted to you all. Art, music, aesthetics, very attracted to you all. Somebody is now learning how attractive it is to you all, but you're also learning how attracted green and envious and vain people are to you all too. So that's what you're starting to learn too, Libra, is that there are energies who are vain and vengeful who are also attracted to you all. That's what's waking somebody up out of a trance. That's what somebody is like, oh my God, I'm just now snapping out of that. Like I had no idea. And it's, you seeing it in people's families. You're seeing it through people's families. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing it through whatever organizations they're attached to. You're seeing it through their whatever organizations, whether it's their blood relatives, churches, mosques, temples, group of friendships they hanging out with. You're seeing it now. That's what somebody is seeing now, right? So yeah, you don't have anything to worry about. You're gonna feel fortunate both in your personal and your professional life. And so it's so many things are so right in people's faces that people just don't see it. It's like guilty by association, be careful of the company that you keep. People hear all of that stuff, but it doesn't like the bell doesn't go off until you're actually sitting in front of, like, until you like, what? Oh my God, I can't believe it's happening to you, until it's right there in your front door. Now they're sitting outside your front door wondering, like they feel like they got people posted up outside of your front door trying to find the key to get into your front door. So let's see how else this happens. Let's see what else goes on here, Libra. Yeah. They trying to find something you know, and you feel fortunate on both sides of your scale, both in your personal and your professional life. You feel fortunate both on both sides. And that's what I'm bringing this into the focus right here, because you're inspiring people. 1 and 2 is 3. You're inspiring people both in your personal and your professional life, while the tower is falling on them. Your energy is causing an upheaval. And if you're single, it's even worse, because people are really wondering, like, they don't have a whole bunch of traffic coming in and out of their house. So it's just, if it's just you, it's really causing an upheaval, because they can't say, oh, they got this one coming in, they got that. They can't consider you as like sleeping with a bunch of people. They can't say that you got this coming in and out of your house. They can't accuse you of none of that kind of stuff. So the source is saying, get your rest. Get your rest. Get your rest. You have an ancestor that's helping you to move on from that. Somebody got an ancestor that's helping you to move on from that. So, yeah. Here we had a Page of Swords. Somebody was dealing with some very gossipy, very, very immature spirits that just like to just gossip. But see, now somebody is starting to pay attention. So now, moving forward, before your head and heart are at war with each other about who you desire to get into a romantic relationship with, somebody gonna start paying attention to all them gossipy spirits. Like, they sitting around laughing and joking and talking about people, and you're like, okay, they ain't talking about me, but who they talking about? What's the conversation again? Now somebody gonna start paying attention, because those vain and vengeful spirits, when they turn on you, and you start hearing about how they talk about, oh, this person, they don't have nothing. Their life is shambles and this and that. And it was funny then. It ain't funny now. So, but I do see somebody now saying, you know, your head and heart won't be at war ever again when you're dealing with those types of energy. But yeah, somebody was dealing with a very immature, gossipy spirit. So there's no reason for you to even be tempted to vibrate on a low frequency. You had a Kundalini experience with a snake. Yeah, you had a Kundalini experience, Libra. Yep, you can put a manhole cover over the past. It's a wrap. It's a done deal. You feel very fortunate, because people can't find some people can't find anything to lie on you about anymore. They can sit there and watch you until the cows come home, literally until their eyeballs just go dry. They may well put them little wet droplets in their eye. Whatever the stuff you buy from the store, they might as well go get them little wet droplets. So yeah, so soon a lot of stuff will be over, because people making up all kinds of lies. They fighting each other. Here we have the 5 of Wands. They now fighting each other because they've been lying so long. Here we have the 5 of Wands. So Source is about to speed up some prayers for you. Whatever prayers you've been praying, Source is about to speed up your prayers for you. Yeah. That's a shame. That is really a shame. But so now somebody's wide awake. Now somebody's eyes are popped wide open. If you were asleep before because you have been hurt so many times, you just like, okay, but that's what happens when you let too many people get so close to you. You're so hurt. You almost go into a zombified state. You just like so zoned out. You just like, I want somebody to see my pain. I want somebody to have some compassion for me. That's when you start saying, okay, you'd rather be by yourself than going from pillar to post, wanting somebody to see your pain. That's where you go, okay, Source, is just me and you. It's just me and you, Source. So yeah, somebody couldn't claim you got company in and all out and running in and all out of your house. That's why this person is sitting here by themselves. It's you. I feel like it's you. So yeah, some people can't claim whatever people thought they was claiming. Yeah, so let's see what else we got going on here. So yeah, Source is saying, karmic ties are broken. Here we have the 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Yeah, here we also have the Ace of Cups, the Star card. Here we have the 7 of Pentacles and the Star card again. Yeah. See, everybody's a star. Everybody's a star in their own right? But there was definitely a star, we're not talking about celebrity, just so we're crystal clear. Star would be, there's hope for everybody. There's bliss, there's optimism. Like, you're hoping that your star would be like the stars in the sky at night, right? So everybody is, fortunate enough to have purpose on planet Earth, right? Fortunate enough to have purpose on planet Earth. And so you and somebody are fortunate enough. That's what Source is saying to you, is you and somebody. So remember, we started out on this new moon on 6-6, right? So as you and somebody are going through, your star is shining bright because you and somebody had to release these gossipy spirits off of your internal scale. So you and somebody had to go through the same thing, had to plant some new seeds. Here we have the 7 of Pentacles here. And planting new seeds doesn't always mean that people relocate. Some people have relocated, and you got a lot of spirits, so you had to get some fresh air. So that can mean you may left one job and went to a new job. It could mean you left one school and relocated to another school. If it was just too much, the air was just too gossipy around the school you went to. That's why, people feel like, you may have had to move your kids from one school to the next because it was just too much conversation going on at one school. Here we have the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and also the 10 of Cups here. Yeah, just to protect your peace. Just to protect your peace of mind. Yeah. And we have Ace and 2 of Cups here. So, yeah. So, Ace 2, your wishes are being fulfilled here. Yeah. So, yeah, you and somebody are restoring peace and balance. And it's like I said, you and somebody are restoring peace and balance in your lives after leaving behind hurt people that just like to hurt other people, very immature, gossipy spirits that like to get a whole bunch of fire started. And it just backfired on some people, right? They lied about who they thought you were. They try to tell people, basically all kinds of, I don't know. They spread all kinds of rumors. They spread rumors about people's sex life. They spread about people sleeping around with people. They spread all kinds of rumors about stuff that they had people saying stuff that now people can't even report back stuff that people, it's like, you had us sitting here wasting time looking at stuff and that wasn't even the truth. Now people are fighting. Karmic bonds. Just Lord have mercy. That's all I can say. Just a bunch of karmic bonds. So yeah, Libra. Like I said, somebody's going to start paying attention. Because like I said, as fair-minded as you all are, somebody's going to really have to start paying attention to. It's one thing to be fair. It's another thing to not be able to see how they're vain and vengeful spirits. Like how you all attract good, but you have to also be that filter, Libra, to also recognize you all also attract very jealous energies who think you got it so good, Libra, that you all like, why Libra got it so good? Y'all better start paying attention. Pay attention, Libras. I don't know who I'm talking to, but please pay attention. People think y'all got it so easy. Pay attention, Libras. I don't know who I'm talking to. Somebody think y'all got it so easy that everything just fall in your lap. But a lot of it is just how you're wired. You're very fair-minded. You're ruled by a feminine planet. Feminine planets are very magnetic. So art, music, aesthetics, beautiful things are really attracted to you all. It's like people cannot believe that you can be as smart as you all are, Libra, and attract very nice things. Yes, you can. You can have it, literally can have it all. But you also want to make sure in all of that attracting of beautiful things, people, places, and things, that you also recognize that also attracts wolves in sheep's clothing. You better make sure you recognize that. You better make sure you see them masks falling off, peeling off them faces too. Because that's why we started out waking up from nightmares. And you better pass that information down, since we got right here the 10 of Cups, right? Better pass it down to your friends and family and kids. You better pass that information down. Because people are telling you, when they first trying to get to know you, they telling you right there. They sit around gossiping and talk. And age doesn't equate to wisdom. You got people that will tell you, oh yeah, so and so, I got close to such and such. They telling you. And we're not even just talking about in a negative sense. People will tell you the good about themselves as well. You just got to be able to sift through all of it. But in this case right here, you were dealing with somebody who was very, very immature. They love to create. They just love to gossip. They just love to gossip. Here we have Madre Tierra. So close out that cycle in love. Something that's closed out in love. There's a death card. It was definitely a death trap. These two cards right here. Just how, like I said, I'd like to say it was a Scorpio in the mix somewhere. Two energies was trying to empty somebody out of your fairness. They was trying to empty somebody out of your fairness, but see, some kind of decision has been made. This is, remember, the Lover's card, right? So some kind of partnership in business and or in love is coming across your path. So the decision has already been made. The decision has been made for you and somebody. So you and somebody are going to feel very fortunate. That's why you got the Wheel of Fortune coming out here twice. You and somebody, everybody is a star because everybody has purpose. That's why you see this Tower card right here, right? But there was a lot of mirroring spirits around you and somebody trying to make both of y'all feel like y'all were replaceable. Like we can find a better you. It's hoping that you didn't know your worth and know your value, right? So if a person says to you, y'all know what I'm talking about, Libra. Like it's like a ex, like somebody will break up with somebody and say they'll go get somebody who looks like you, you know, down to they try to go get somebody who looks just like you or looks very close or similar to you to almost make you feel like try to make you feel jealous, but there is no one like you, right? There's nobody like you. You have to know who you are so that you don't fall into that trap, right? I don't think when I'm because somebody's waking up from some kind of nightmare, I don't feel like it even bothers you at this point. I feel like it's more of just like it's almost laughable at this point. It's almost like you just shake your head, just like, wow. Like they would be the type of person that says like, well, why don't you go get that? You're starting to notice, somebody's starting to notice how other people will do it. They're starting to notice like, okay, well, they would have a child for me. And then they personally go have a baby for them. Or they would do, they would go fix that part of their body for me if they would do it. They would go fix their body. Anything they would tell them that somebody else would do, they would go do it. Oh, if they got a certain number of earrings in their ear, then they'll go get the same number of earrings. Or if they wear a certain pair of sneakers, they'll go do the same thing. Because again, somebody was dealing with snake energy, and so they're like, okay, you gotta move like I move, like I said, when you know who you are, you ain't worried about that kind of energy at all. So anyway, so sources say when you look back, it's the number 7 is a number for completion. Like I said, you've learned how to heal yourself and get away from energies that have an inability to control their passions. You learn how to get away from those types of energies. Here we have the Dame of Swords. You're not in some kind of wilderness, eat or be eaten, survival mode type of, situations. You're not in some kind of a path, like to being in a pageant. You hear all these like horror stories of being in a pageant. They had to, lose a certain amount of weight by a certain amount of time, and like the stuff that you hear about. Sources say you're not interested in that kind of mess. Here we have the Dame of Swords. So yeah, you're too busy enjoying your life. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying for you. So yeah, I said like the Aries involved, Scorpio's involved somewhere. Like, you're saying that everybody's a star in their own right, and because everybody has purpose. You learn how to tap into it just in a very meek way. You learn how to tap into your strength. You recognize that your vulnerability is your strength. Yeah, so you have a lot of ancestors around you teaching you what your love language is, helping you to understand what your love language is, and creating a very firm boundary and holding people accountable. If you are willing to speak their love language fluently, you expect for them to want to learn yours by bare minimum. And what you're not interested in is gossip about other people. That's what you're not interested in. You're not interested in about what's going on behind somebody else's door. Somebody's still telling lies about you, but you don't care. Don't even give yourself a headache over that. Yep, one yes from God is all you need. Your laughter is medicine, so keep it moving forward. Somebody's failed at stealing your identity. Should you double back for them? Nope. Move in silence and move in peace. Somebody was definitely trying to box your air in. It's like a form of mind control. So if somebody could get you to feel like, okay, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, it's like taking your power away from you, right? And so it was you and some other, the power, the ability to think for yourselves, a Libra. Like I said before, if somebody can feel like, okay, you can't have it all as a Libra, like, come on now, for real. Y'all sit right in the middle. Y'all literally sit right in the middle of all these zodiac signs. You're smart and love the finer things in life. Like, come on, really? You shouldn't even feel guilty for that. Do a heart chakra cleanse. Yeah, take time to decide. But your next love interest will make you happier. You have the gift of claircognizance. That's psychic knowledge about other people. But trust your first mind. It's time to also do a sacral chakra cleanse. The Archangel Michael, the dispenser of justice, is with you. Somebody was trying to make you feel bad about having nice things, wanting nice things, or having nice things in life, and then trying to mirror everything that you do. Like basically copycat spirits, trying to mirror every little thing, monitoring spirits, monitoring every little thing that you do, how you talk, how you how you breathe, like wanting to be in the same airspace as you, and basically trying to ruin things for you. Whatever you're trying to grow, trying to spoil it for you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like when we had a full strawberry moon in Capricorn, right? So what Capricorn's ruling planet, and it's also one of Aquarius's ruling planets, is now retrograde, right? So you all know, like, you have fruit that's in one fruit goes bad, you leave it with the other fruits that haven't gone bad yet. Eventually it'll catch on and all the fruit eventually goes bad. You're going to have to learn how to get away from certain bad fruits. Get away from those. Stop talking to them. Just cut them off. Just cut them off, right? At least until you can kind of say, okay, I need to pray about, until you can see, okay, did I make a hasty decision about some things because I've been around some other bad fruit and I just don't know yet. But Source is saying to you, there's some energies, it's like I said, because you're divinely protected in your vulnerability, but there's some energies that somebody had to make a decision. It's like, something triggered somebody. It's better to be safe than to be sorry. So if you feel like you cut somebody off in haste, it's better to be safe than be sorry. But somebody has been breathing the air with somebody long enough to know, yeah, I think I made the best decision for me. I think I made the best decision for myself. So good for you. Either case, you know yourself better than anybody else. So if you feel like you made the best decision for you, good for you, and probably good for them. Probably good for them. So whatever you needed to do for you, do whatever you need to do for you. Here are the questions for the moon in Aries as you all are tossing that negative thoughts into a burning bowl, so that you can make room for, and if these are loved ones that you have to stay connected to, let's say you have kids connecting you to them, find something positive you can say about them. Like, let's say, for instance, they've done something so egregious to you, but you have kids with them. You could just say, you know what, I love my kids. Let's say, like, if something physical feature about your kids that they got from them, like maybe the kids have beautiful eyes, or they nose, or something about the shape of their lips or face, or fingertips or hands or whatever, or maybe they have a particular accent, or the way that they talk, or mannerisms, or something about their spirit reminds you of like something that you remember when you first met somebody, or whatever the case may be. But find something positive, and then go with that, and just the other dark stuff that you may have, possibly that may have been inherited from the other parent, if there's kids involved, from that other side of the family. Toss all of that negativity into a burning bowl, so that you know how it's sad when you hear people say about their kids, oh, you got that from your darn mom or dad side of the family, and kids are just sitting there like, I mean, like, I'm the child, I didn't ask for all this craziness, right? So you're at least being the one that's sitting on the throne is what I'm seeing here, right? You're the one that's sitting on the throne, so you're not putting them in that position either of the constant comparison like somebody's trying to do to you. You're being mature about it. You're not trying to empty them out of everything like very immature, gossipy kind of spirits. You're not doing to them what other people are trying to do to them as far as you're concerned. Like, oh, you need to get that out of your spirit and all of this other stuff. Like they need a whole blood and DNA transfusion. Here we have green man. So here we have 15. All that I desire comes to me easily and effortlessly. I know this to be true, for I am abundant in all that I do. 15. 1 and 5 is 6. Yeah. That 6 is in the shape of a person who's giving birth to something. So a seed needed to be planted in fertile soil in order to give birth to something, right? So if there's, two types of energies that's trying to empty somebody of something, and Source is saying that's impossible, they're the one that's having the tower moment. So if it's you and a spouse that's no longer together and there's kids involved and they're trying to their family is trying to empty the kids or a child of you, that's impossible. The tower is falling on them and things are working in your favor, your kids' favor, because you're operating from a higher frequency. No matter how many people they have working with them, Libra, you're actually being rewarded. You're actually being rewarded. And it's very immature for people to do that. And then add insult to injury, people wanting to come back into your life. Like, I mean, you're dealing with chaos and confusion. Like I said, and people still telling lies about you. I mean, it's just a bunch of, like I said, but your laughter is medicine. Like I said, people trying to steal your identity. In other words, trying to completely erase you as if you would, like, you never even existed. Just straight up craziness. And the devil is in the details, because all the energies that's involved in it, they're such a state of confusion. But that's what the devil still that's what the devil feeds off of, is chaos and confusion. So those energies got a bunch of stuff going on in their lives. It's like I said, you just need to pray for everybody involved. I trust my inner wisdom to guide me. Yep. Just pray for everybody involved that they enter into a covenant with God, Most High God, and break their own karmic cycles. That's right, Joy, number 10. That's right. Break their own karmic cycles. Because for somebody to try to empty, innocent children of you is just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And so, sources, your prayers are being answered, and they're being answered fast. So here we have grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Yeah, people do all kinds of spell work on kids because they don't know, they got that from my side of the family. If it's something good, or if it's something negative, they got that from the other side of the family. If it's something negative, leaving a child in the middle, they just confused. They don't know. They feel bad about speaking another language. They feel bad about a certain feature. They feel bad about looking a certain way, getting teased by cousins and other family members and this kind of stuff and that kind of stuff because they don't fit in this kind of way and fit in that kind of way. And somebody, like I said, waking up from a nightmare because they didn't see it from the very beginning. But that is okay. Source created the devil. So Source is on the case. That's the part somebody is forgetting. So that's why that tower is falling on a whole bunch of people right now. That's what I have for you here. The questions for the moon in Aries. Are you struggling with low self-worth? Second question is, are you procrastinating? Perhaps stuck in a relationship or situation at home or at work that you're not happy with. The third question is, are you repressing your emotions and feelings and consequently feeling resentful? Fourth question is, are you holding yourself back, paralyzed in unconscious fear that stops you from taking the leap into the unknown? And then last but not least is, if you had known that you're fully supported, what would you do? Yep, what would you do? You're fully supported. You have a lot of ancestors around you. A lot of ancestors. So yeah, so like I said, don't give yourself a headache about it because people are still telling lies about you. It's just like I said, the devil is in the details. There's still a lot of energies. Eventually, whoever is trying to empty you from people's life, they're so close to their vault door. And your prayers are being answered. Continue praying for them because eventually they're going to cut the very energies off that have caused the emotional wounding to them, as you have cut people off. If you have awakened from nightmares as well. Sometimes families, because we're talking about Pentacles. Pentacles connects us with the root chakra, which is developed between the ages of 0 and 7. Sometimes families can be so immature, and we're not talking about the entire family, so we're crystal clear. Sometimes people can be so immature and so self-absorbed that they don't even realize that they're actually hurting kids by not even wanting to get along. It's like they can't even put their differences to the side to even get along, to even for the sake of the kids. Just craziness, pure, just the snide comments. Everybody know that when the TV is on, kids not paying attention to the TV. I mean, like, think about when you was kids. You like kids not paying attention to the TV. They is big as satellite dishes. They listening to the adult conversation. You can put the kids table. If you can have a gigantic house and you can put the kids table, 6 rooms away, and kids can still hear adult conversations. Because the adult conversations are more intriguing than what the kids are talking about. Kids always gonna want to hear what the adults talking about. They always got a question to ask. Oh, I just want to know so and so. They lingering around. They listening to their eyes darting everywhere, paying attention. Because kids are incredibly smart. They just soaking up stuff like little sponges. And so some adults, they just cannot pull it together. They just can't get their brains together to even recognize, oh, they didn't hear anything. Kids, they'll forget what they was talking about. No, they do not. It's registering in their little brains. They just picking stuff up. So here we have, I am optimistic. So a major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your past direction. So be open and stay positive. That's right, 555. So some major changes are happening in your life. And so some things are closed out, and some decisions are being made in your life. And so you're divinely protected. Something is over. But it's definitely something was like a death trap. And when I say death trap, I don't mean like somebody was physically dying, okay, just so we're crystal clear. What I'm saying is that, some judgment is coming down on some energies who were trying to prevent you and somebody from going through some kind of a metamorphosis, some powerful transformation. That's trying to get you and somebody to stop some kind of a growth process. Judgment is coming down on some energies that had a crab in a barrel, scarcity mindset. They did not want you all to grow. They didn't want things to get better for you and somebody else. They was trying to box your somehow to take your power away in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So it's just saying you have nothing to worry about. Peace and balance are being restored, and guess what? More money is coming across your path. So remain optimistic. It's just sad that people are like that and just so immature and just so dark in their energy, because that's what they see when they look in the mirror. They just see just a dark spirit and just try to absorb yours. And it's like misery loves company. So stay away from them. Just cut them out of your life altogether. That's what I have for you. I will see you all in the next reading. And like I said, if you can cut them out of your life, but if you can't, I got to reiterate, if you cannot cut them out of your life, find something positive either way. I wish them the best. But if you cannot, if there's kids involved, find something positive that you can take so that you are not like them, so that you don't mirror that spirit, that you are not like them and making it bad for the kids. Like, I love this about you. Like, you're operating in a spirit of love with them. That is what I have for you all. I will see you all in the next video, because what they will try to do, they will even try to project onto the kids, and the kids will come to you and say to you, well, you don't like me because you don't like such and such. It's like, you know what? Those are two separate things. Separate that. I love you. So that is what I have for you all. I will see you all in the next reading. You have the questions. That's what I have for you. All right. Bye.